Alright, it is time. Bari 4, the best laid plans. Let's do it.
The rebellion was over, but Boyanes still had a difficult task before him. The once rich province of Apulia lay in tatters, and the hostility of its northern neighbors did not bode well for the future. Melius's brother Datus still preyed on the surrounding lands from his lair on the Garigliano. Additionally, rumor quickly spread of Holy Roman armies massing in the north. Boyanes was not about to let his hard-earned gains slip away like a fish from the net. The odds were against him, but he had a loyal army and a plan. The Apennine Pass was the gateway to southern Italy, and Boyanes intended to fortify it. Thousands of soldiers and masons followed him to the ruins of Acre, an ancient Roman city near the mountains, and began construction of a citadel named Troia. Boyanes would restore the grandeur of Byzantine power in Italy, or die in the effort.
Well, it could very well be the latter. In case you did not see my top 5 hardest scenarios in AoE2 DE, I put this bad boy right at number 1. I think this is the single hardest scenario out of all 157 or so. Main objectives: defend the castle in Troia for an hour, or defeat the Holy Roman and Papal forces. Likely going to be this one. Basil Boyanes can support a population of 200 and can advance to the Imperial Age. We cannot construct additional castles, so we can't really rely on cataphracts like in the last one. Completing side objectives will almost certainly pay off. Sometimes offense is the best defense. And yeah. We are to the east of the map. Our fortress isn't really as powerful as it seems. There's not a whole lot we have. Decent amount of resources, though. The north of the map is in the Holy Roman Empire's territory. The Papal States are to the west of the map, and they are Italians, and are also in Imperial Age. Or they advanced to Imperial Age. Capua is our ally for now, but it will become our enemy, like, in a few minutes. And some Norman mercenaries we can pay to have their help. Datus is going to, raid us and all that stuff. And yeah, that abbey is just hanging around.
The fortress of Troia is complete. Now all that remains is to defend it from enemy attacks.
Okay, so in case you didn't see there, queued up a ton of petards. Because what we're going to have to do is destroy the castle of Capua. Which seems fair considering it back in Bari 2 we didn't take it. Like we just kind of left the city in enemy hands. So it makes sense that we have to deal with them.
Cannot afford to be outflanked.
Cannot afford to be outflanked. Anyway, so we do have a population of 200, which is nice. But we, like I said, cannot go for cataphracts, which definitely makes things a fair bit harder. Now, what makes this scenario so difficult is that you just have so many enemies. And they're so much better equipped than you are. Like, it might not seem like their score is super high now, but you can see the Papal States, I guess, probably advance to the Imperial Age at, like, 1 second or something. You know how that sometimes is a thing. And, they'll all combine their forces against you. That's why it is imperative that we do this whole petard thing. Now, I have done it without... Yeah, shut up.
Will reduce your puny castle to the pile of bricks from which it was built.
I have done it without petarding Capua's castle, but that was really hard, and that took me a long-ass time, and, like, the castle... Oh my god, shut up!
You may have defeated my brother Melas, but my men and I still carry on the fight. We will rue the day that you set foot in Apulia.
Datus is valiant and strong, but he has a cold hand for that. We should tear down his tower on the Garigliano and put an end to his rebellion.
as I was saying...
Well,
Oh my
Basilio,
god.
we once stood on opposite sides of the battlefield, but for a small price, my men and I are willing to bury the past and help you defend Troya.
As I was saying... Like, I lost my castle, and this was after, like, a bunch of tries, too. I lost my castle, I had, like, fortified walled myself in, like, right here, and was barely able to, like, push out with, arbalests. And I think Byzantine halbs. But that was none too pleasant an effort. Anyway, we are going to tribute the Normans some gold. Gonna need 1,300, because tribute is, 30%. And there we go.
Splendid. Our chevaliers will prove their worth 10 times over against the Holy Roman forces. Montjoie.
The Pope and I have agreed that God does not wish for you Byzantines to hold land in Italy. We will install our vassal, Melus, as Duke of Apulia.
I think this should be plenty. Do I know exactly how many?
A Holy Roman
Okay, yeah, this is it.
army down the coast and seized Capua. It must be reconquered. Capua is ours once again. Cannot lose.
Just enough petards. But yeah. You can, quote unquote do it the legitimate way or whatever, and not petard it down, but it is really hard. And even with this, I'm not especially confident in our chances. You might think, Ornlu, you're crazy. How is this difficult? You're just booming. Yeah, they'll be attacking us before not too long.
Commander, our scouts report that the Holy Roman and Papal forces are exchanging
this enough?
supplies via a pass
Damn it.
through the Apennines to the north. We should put an end to this immediately.
Those are just leftover dudes from, Capua. And so it begins. Garrison you guys in the castle for now. Oh god. Oh wait, they have freaking ironclad. God damn it. Go get him, villagers! Wait, I thought you guys were supposed to garrison. Okay, you guys repair like hell. We never got Bodkinera, which is probably a mistake. And when I say probably, I mean yes. But hopefully that's not going to be the end of us. I'd like to beat this for once in my life without having to actually defeat all the enemies, beat this the way they intend us to and all that.
Commander, that is lies in ruins.
Awesome.
A smoking ruin.
Well, that's going to be our castle in about 10 seconds. Oh god, another one. Well, rip that plan. Okay, so we're going to have to go with Plan B. AKA Clan, fall back like crazy and get some arbalests. Because these guys, for some reason, don't get Imperial Age blacksmith upgrades. Probably to make the scenario, you know, possible. I actually think the scenario would likely be impossible if we didn't get the, if they got blacksmith upgrades. Okay, we're gonna do that. Just to buy us some time. Oh wait, why not just use the walls we have, dum-dum? Is that walled? I hope so. And you can see, like, this is with having the Normans help us, like, instantly, and having Capua, like, not fight us, because if we didn't tard Capua, then they would also be attacking us right now. This is, like, really weird. Did I place this mining camp? Because it's a terrible mining camp. I probably did. Go for it, boys. Anyway, let's go to university. Let's grab thumb ring. Oh, that's just that stuff. Oh boy, this mission. Like, this mission, I ranked it as #1. Some of them might be harder. Like, even the next one is really hard. I think the only reason I didn't include it is because I thought that this one was harder and I didn't want to include 2 from the same campaign. But, like, you can make a good argument for #5 being one of the hardest of Bari. Let's click to imp. Wait, are these oh yeah, they are real trees. Oh yeah, ballistics. Alright, so, you know, it could be going better. Could be going worse. Not much worse, but it could be going worse. I have way too many farmers. Whatever. At least Datus's rebels are defeated again, because we made those allies early on, is the reason that we're able to not have to fight them too. Because even though this Boyanis guy is apparently a great general, he's apparently an absolutely awful diplomat. Oh boy. It's 100 wood. Wood, please. Wood, please. I don't want to buy 20 wood. There we go. And they have paladins now. Great. Okay. Get those guys pronto, because it's the only way we're getting out of this one. Fortified wall is gonna perhaps buy us at least a little at a time. Remember, because we lost our castle, we can never get conscription. We can't get cataphracts in any way. We can't get trebuchets in any way. Now, even though it's anachronistic, I'm pretty sure we can get bombard cannons if I recall correctly. Oh, no, no, no! Anyway, much like in multiplayer, like realistic games and whatnot, army comp is going to be Halb plus Arb. Anyway, now we're starting to stabilize. This is way easy. Like, I know this seems like an absolute nightmare, because it is, but it is so much harder if you don't petard Capua right away. Okay, got fully upgraded Arbs. Now is time to mount our offensive. Oh yeah, there's also the... God, I still have the scout. Don't I have to mine the stone there, if I recall correctly? Send villagers to mine away the stone in the mountain pass to cause an avalanche. Make it so, number 1. I don't remember what that actually does, but I assume it does something useful. Yeah, I still think this is worthy of being considered the hardest scenario in the game. I mean, because what I'm going through right now is the easy version of it. And it's not like you can just, like, this is the quote-unquote cheese version of it. Like, Yodit 1, another one of those scenarios that's considered incredibly hard, like, it is just laughably easy if you just buy the transport ship, which we'll actually be doing next, because Yodit's the next one. And you bet we're doing that to complete Yodit 1. Anywho, need some gold over that way. Trying to take good fights on the high ground. At least we have 200 pop limit. That's really nice. Anyway, your armies are going to be nice because both of your allies are Franks. So, oh yeah, they mostly make cavalry. There we go. Can't get bombard towers. Can you? I mean, it would be anachronistic if we could get bombard cannons. I'm not going crazy with the 200 pop limit thing. Yeah. That is the last of my gold. There's some more. And might as well add in some keeps to help us out, even if we can't get bombard towers. And no bombard cannons for me. I don't know why I thought I could. So, no bombard cannons, no trebuchets, just siege rams.
Benedictine monks at Monte Cassino have been funding our foes for months. And I will tear their abbey down.
Just this one guy, this one halberdier, is very specifically going to tear their abbey down brick by brick.
Impero. Salve. Condo.
Oops. Build houses. Anyway, I'm not saying it's a cakewalk from here, but we definitely have, we've passed the worst part of it. And I still wasn't able to defend the castle. Like, this is the Weenie Hut Jr. way of doing the scenario, and I cheesed it. Yeah, I'm definitely sticking with this one being the hardest in the game. Anyway, we should just be able to knock that monastery down. I think we get like 1,000 gold or something. Maybe even 2,000.
Just like Caesar, we shall divide and conquer our enemies.
No, that one is actually in Tariq ibn Ziyad. Divide and Conquer. It's the third one. Oh, what? I thought I killed all the monks. God damn it. What? No! God damn it! There we go. Try and put all these towers on just a little bit of high ground. Because even just one tile of elevation is the same as 7 tiles. According to the game. Oh, they keep producing monks! Ah, that explains it! Let's literally speed this process up a bit. Anyway, Byzantines don't need the most villagers in the world unless you're going for cataphracts. Their army's pretty cheap. Oh, I really lost both those villagers. Nope, Italy's not going to be ours until we do Barbarossa. Or theirs. Anyway, the Abbey of Monte Cristo. Yeah, 1,000. Comrades? Are we the Soviets now? Yeah, I probably don't need as many farmers. Could also use these arbs coming in. Anyway, I'm pretty sure these guys don't have infinite resources and are just, you know, playing Age of Empires 2. So that bit's at least nice. Oh yeah, wanted to build a monastery so I can grab this couple of relics. Which is definitely a nice added bonus there as well. As you saw earlier, we did knock down this trade route. If anybody knows in the comments what that does, definitely let me know, because I have no idea. Maybe they have less gold to spend or something? I don't know. Yeah, I think this scenario would be at least, like, the limit as approaches impossible if the Holy Roman Empire were able to get Imperial Age blacksmith upgrades. Because green does, the Papal States totally do. Also, I appreciate how the Holy Roman Empire is red, and you play as red in Barbarossa. Ironically, this game is incredibly inconsistent with its color consistency. Like, sometimes you can see that there's, you know, consistency, like Saladin and Barbarossa is green. Here, the Holy Roman Empire is red, like Barbarossa. Etc. And a lot of times it's not. Sometimes the Saracen army's Berbers. Who knows? Anyway, in case you were wondering, in case it wasn't clear by the fact that I haven't done Barbarossa yet, this takes place before Barbarossa by a couple hundred years. But I think there's quite a few campaigns in between here and Barbarossa. You know, a lot of the campaigns take place in this chunk of time. Because this one, in large part at least, takes place before the turn of the millennium. You know, the year 1000. But this one and then Yodit are the last two that take place before then. The rest are, you know, past the year 1000. Overloot. Oh, that's actually rather not that great. Yeah, these guys definitely aren't messing around. Anyway, these towers will be able to intercept reinforcements. And our allies have at least been... Oh man, we actually really need to back up this truck. Yeah, no hand cannons either. I have zero faith that any rams built are, would not be completely blocked. If, you know, these were all touching, so that's why I placed them like that. I guess I could make some closer reinforcement points as well. We'll get to that. These keeps are nice, though. 8+7 attack. Keeps, in case you did not know, have a fire rate of 2, which is pretty much the standard fire rate for units in the game. Like, a plurality of units, I would say, if not an outright majority, have a fire rate of 2. Archers do, cav archers do, swordsmen do, scout and light cav do. I feel like I've said this before at some point, but it's not like y'all watch every video. At least most of you, because you guys have brain cells. Kappa. Oh, there's another castle right there. That explains the Deus Velters. We're actually going to be running out of rams here. Oh, that's also almost out of gold. We're actually running low on resources. Oh, wait, here's a nice one.
Ein. Condo.
Anyway, now our population's looking good. Here's some more stone.
Impero. Condo.
Tower rush them! Oh, they also have keeps that are fully upgraded, although ours have a bit more HP. Because Byzantines. And this is really the last scenario in this campaign where you get to, you know, field the full might of the Byzantine army. Because the next one, as you will see, you know, in the next video, it's a, you know, set, like you have a set amount of units and such. You don't get villagers, I guess what I'm trying to say. Get him! There we go. Alright, you guys can start coming on in. Yeah, looks like the Normans just make Cavalier with Castle Age upgrades. Which, considering when they are most needed, which is early on in the game, that is perfectly good. Whoa, did you see that thing like spaz out for a second? Ah, here we go.
Dashes his finery upon the floor as word of our triumph reaches his court. Italy remains in the hands of the true Romeoi.
Yeah! We're the uber legit Holy Roman Empire and stuff. Anyway, I'm not sure what if these guys are actually, you know, playing Age of Empires, quote unquote, because they have a bunch of farmers, but they don't have any lumber camps, they don't have any mines of any kind where they would be getting, you know, the non-wood resources. So I'm not really sure how that works. What about these guys? Yeah, these guys are, like, playing Age of Empires. Wait. Are they? Where are they getting gold? They're making knights and stuff. Are they just using the market? Oh, wait. Maybe they're just trading with us. That would make sense. These guys are obviously getting tributed infinite resources, because this is all they have. It's kind of hard to tell. Anyway, I'm still relatively happy with how this went. It only took us one try, even though we didn't really get to, you know, defend the castle. But yeah, petarding, like I hadn't done the petard method before. Because that was only suggested to me after I'd already beaten the scenario, and I'm like, I don't want to play this thing again until I have to record it. But yeah, that definitely really helps in making this scenario easier. Because, like, last time, without the petard method, you know, when you have blue and orange attacking you extensively, you need to, like, I just had to abuse the market a crap ton. Like, just rely on, like, slowly pushing out down this way to get wood income. Speaking of which, these guys are rather inefficient. It's not like I have limitless amounts of wood like I do food. But yeah, like, it was such a slow grind. And then I remember, like, getting so happy when I got... where was it? I think it's, like, this gold right here. I was like, oh man, I'm loaded! And yeah, and even so, having to do this entire offensive without trebuchets or bombard cannons, not the easiest thing in the world, for sure. So yeah, I stand by my placing of this scenario. Because obviously, I mean, it's a big A big bold claim to say this is the hardest out of all 157 or so scenarios. Oh no. No. Oh, thank doubt. I thought I was gonna have to go all the way back down to Capua and then, you know, turn them to enemy and then kill them and all that stuff. Thankfully, didn't have to do that. Yeah.
The Holy Roman Empire was no trifling opponent.
Yes, don't
Many
say.
good men fell parrying the assaults on Troia. Ioannis' forces struck out at Datus' tower on the Garigliano and dragged him from it. Following the ancient Roman custom, Datus was confined in a leather sack with a rooster, a monkey, and a viper, and cast into the sea.
That is an incredibly strange assortment of animals.
Ioannis' tenure as Catapan. Alas, that the incompetence of his successors have brought us to this dreadful pass.
Typical. Anyway, that was 54 intense minutes. I think it took me like upwards of an hour and 45 minutes without the petard method, just to give you guys an idea. KD wasn't that bad, all things considered. Yeah, wait. These guys didn't get any gold. Maybe that's what the trade route does, is it just tributes them gold? And if they don't have the trade route, they don't get gold? Maybe that's it. Regardless. That was it, guys. The best laid plans. Very, very hard. But the next one, our last Bari scenario, the onrushing tide, is not going to be a trifling matter either. So we'll see you guys then for that one.